Hello, Andrew. My name's Karen. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you very much, Karen. Hi,
That's good.
Mum.
Hi, Mum.
Mum, to
Hi,
you.
Mum.
All right. So just before we run through some sessions, I just have to run through a few things with you, Andrew, about confidentiality.
Okay.
And what I say in this room, or what you tell me in this room, is actually confidential, so it won't go outside of this room. And all sessions will be recorded since you're on Skype. There is another way that I have to break confidentiality is if you tell me that you're going to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else.
Okay.
And another one is if my notes are subpoenaed by a court, I have to hand my notes over to a court. But everything won't be written down, it'll just be in case notes because it's way too much writing, as I explained to your mum earlier in the session. Now, we've actually invited you here today because your mum's quite upset that you've actually lost contact. Are you able to tell me a little bit about that, Andrew?
Well, obviously, I've come into the session and you noticed that she didn't acknowledge me. And that's kind of what it is. It's sort of a one-way tussle all the time, you know? Like, I'll say hello to her and she just ignore me. And I know why she's angry
Call
with
me
me.
Anna. I mean, come on, I'm your mother. I mean, look, there's not even any respect anymore.
Look, I want to fix this with you.
Yeah.
I don't like fighting with you.
Well, I want
Okay,
to
so
I want you to have children.
Why does it have to happen tomorrow?
Doesn't have to happen tomorrow. 9 months would be nice.
okay.
What about my future?
Yeah. You're not getting any younger. I mean, come on. I don't want you to regret it later on.
Okay, so what your mum's actually trying to say is she's upset that you don't want to have children at this stage. Are you able to explain to your mother why you have stopped talking to her and in regards to her asking questions about you having children all the time, or can you explain to her why it's too much?
It's not about not wanting children, Karen. It's about the fact that I want to have a career. We want to enjoy each other, and we certainly want to travel. And unfortunately, and I understand my mom's position, I know that she wants us to have children, but we're not ready, and that's just all it is. And I think the more pressure you put on it, the worse we're going to not do it.
So you're actually pushing away from your mother because she's pressuring you, so to speak. Is that right, Andrew?
Very true, yes.
Okay.
Well,
So how does that make you feel, Michelle, that your son's backing away and not talking to you because you're pressuring them a little bit about having children?
Well,
Oh, sorry,
I don't
Anna.
get it. I mean, that's just silly. Well, you're going to jeopardize having children just because you don't want to talk to me about it. I mean, I don't get that at all. You know,
How can we bring a child into this world when we're always at conflict? I mean, what do? Here you go, here's Nana or his grandma or whatever it is that you wish to be called. You know, have a lovely day. We'll see you next week. How do we do that?
Oh, there won't be a problem if you have a baby. If you have a baby, there's not going to be a problem.
Is there any room for compromise? Maybe let us travel for the year and then we talk about it?
Well, I just want to talk about it. You just don't talk about it. When I bring the conversation up, you just back off and you just tell me to stop going on. And if we could just talk about it and you could just explain to me what's going on, then I'll understand.
So, Andrew, what made you initially stop talking to your mother?
Just the pressure and the constant fighting, and that constant fighting with my mum just made living at home, not with my mum, but with my wife, it made it difficult, and it made things very tense between us. And I sort of felt like I was in no man's land between my mother and my wife.
Okay, so you're just constantly battling backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
And your mum tells me that she used to send text messages to you all the time. Do you now put your phone away, or do you look at the message, or I'll ring mum in a minute? Or
I don't ignore it. I do acknowledge it, but I don't I read what I can read without having to open the text. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Comfortable without opening it, I do acknowledge it that way, but I know it's being rude, and I just don't want to conflict with her. Sometimes it's easier to be ignorant than it is to be talking or fighting all the time.
Well, how do you think I feel all day when I constantly message you and I don't even get a response back? Hey, Mum, how are you? Or how's your day going? Or you just don't respond at all. I can go 3 or 4 days without hearing from you, and I'm just messaging you all the time. And I don't even know if you've had an accident or anything. You just don't even talk to me.
Can we maybe compromise just to maybe start again? Maybe, have an afternoon dinner once a week and we just talk about this and stop fighting about it?
Well, nice to try.
Yeah, so if I suggested, I've got a really good friend of mine who actually works in family counselling, and she can actually go deeper into what you're actually working with. Would you like me to refer you on to her, and then you can actually go into sort of like a family therapy, and you can all sit down together when Andrew's wife's there as well, and and work it out a little bit more. But it sounds really great with the dinner. Start with the dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to talk about the baby right now, and I just want my relationship back with my mom, and I want my wife to want to be there and us all to be harmonious. But if we can just maybe once or twice maybe dedicate it not to being about the baby this weekend, that would be nice.
Yeah. So you're sick of the constant baby, and you just want your mum to stop and the conflict to stop with your wife and your mum because you're in the middle, yeah?
Well, you know what I want? I want my mum and my wife to be best friends, because at the end of the day, we're all fighting for the same thing. That baby will come when the harmonious side comes. So I do want to travel. We do want to go and see a few things and maybe work a few more months. And then, maybe if we can just get rid of the conflict, it will just happen. And it will happen with love instead of with conflict and constant growling at each other.
How do you feel about that, Anna?
Well, this is a massive step forward, because this is the first time I've even heard that there's a possibility there of a baby going to come. So
yeah, well, maybe
I need to do.
Yeah. So
maybe
that makes you feel
counselling years ago.
Counselling years ago.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we all need to sit down and stop being children about this. How can we bring a child into an adult environment when the adults are playing children games? So I think if we could sit down and discuss this like human beings instead of, children, I think we'll get somewhere.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. So you're going to have a weekend of no baby talk and have dinner? Sit down, all 3 of you or 4 of you, and have dinner?
Yep.
I'd like to sit down with my mum, and I'd like her to hear what we want and where we're going. And, I'd like to talk about maybe doing a trip. And even if it means involving my mum and her seeing what we are like as a couple, maybe we can rebuild the family by us all joining each other instead of us being at each other's, each other's necks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
How does it make you feel that you can actually sit down and now talk to your son about the situation, Anna?
Definitely feel so much better already. But we're going to get somewhere at last.
Yeah. So maybe it was the constant text messages and the always saying, I want grandchildren that actually pushed your son away.
Yeah.
Where in fact now they're actually saying to you, hey, we want to travel, we want to do this. We can work this relationship out.
Yeah. No, thank you, Karen. You've done a good job by, doing this, getting them in here. And
I am very sorry, Mum. I didn't mean to hurt you, truly.
No, and I love you too, Andrew. I always love you, and I just want the best for you.
In doing this session, the very first session, your voice has actually changed, Anna, to a softer, tone. So now we can actually hear you, and you're not so angry anymore than what you were in the first session with me. And that's fantastic. That's fantastic. But I will give you Susie Abrams' number, and she's actually more experienced than what I am in family counselling, and she'll actually delve deeper into what your situation is. But look, have dinner and no baby talk, and see how it goes from there. And then you can also contact me at the office again, and if you're having troubles, and we can definitely bring you in again if Susie isn't available at that time.
Yeah.
No. But I'll try and.
I look forward to rebuilding my relationship with Mum. I'm very, very sorry.
No, I am sorry too. As I say, this is a good start. So thank you, Karen. Thank you for, this has been.
You're more than welcome. So now that you've actually got that connection back and you know where your son stands and your daughter-in-law stands, they don't want the actual conflict to come through. And the pressure might ease now that you know what their situation is.
No. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Karen.
Not a problem, Andrew and Anna. You have a lovely day.
You too.
And I'll get you Susie's number and we'll go from there.
All right.
Good luck on the weekend, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.